What up? You already know what it is, man. Welcome to another After Hours Podcast Reaction TV, man. And I hope y'all doing all right out there. You know what I mean? Thanksgiving just passed. Kind of cold, so hope y'all bundle up somewhere warm. I mean, get ready for I guess the next holiday is about to pop up. But today, on a promotional platform, like I said previously, go check out the other content so y'all give me something to promote from y'all. I'm gonna continue to just push what I got. So, I mean, like I said, if y'all want me to, you know what I'm saying, put the word out, I need y'all to give me something. Or else I'm about to start promoting. I don't know. Shit, I'm just about to start promoting myself and shit. I'm about to start. I know one thing I'm about to start putting on here is like Tubi movies, like sleepers, like far as movies that people on Tubi. I mean, people see on Tubi, and they might be sleeping on it. It's a good movie. I know how Tubi be sometimes, like the production on it be a little weird, whatever. But they be having. If you can get past that, they have some nice movies, sort of, kind of. You know what I'm saying? But that's a whole nother. You know what I'm saying? That's something else. That's a whole nother topic. So today we got the most insane Black Fridays. So we about to tap into that. So for all you people that like to go to these Black Fridays and all this other stuff, it really be going down. So we need y'all to pay attention if y'all ain't never been. Like I said, I used to work in retail. Had a couple jobs working in retail. I had to do a couple Black Fridays. I did not like them at all. These people are like shopping zombies when they come in here. They are rushing through everything. Like the doors when they open, you can really get hurt on Black Friday. Like you can really get hurt, like on some real shit. So people in there fighting. Kids done got hurt. Little kids can get pushed. You know what I'm saying? People in there stealing stuff. So Black Friday is one of the most craziest things that, as far as retail shopping wise or whatever, that a shopper can experience, because you sit outside for almost probably 8 at night the night before. I don't know about now, but back then, like Black Fridays used to be kind of crazy. Like when I was working at Kmart and all these other stores I used to work at, it's like you would see them set up 8, 9 at night, sleep outside in front of the store all the way to like 3, 4 in the morning, because that's when the doors open. Cause I had to be there at like 4 in the morning. I don't get off to like something crazy, like 9 at night. Like the hours were just stupid. But it's man, just to see it in person, you wouldn't believe some of the stuff that you see. So this is probably, like I said, I know what I experienced. So this is probably some other stuff that I've never probably did witness or just didn't come close to. But I'll let you guys know. Like I said, I'm gonna get my genuine reaction to this, and we're gonna watch it together. So, oh yeah, before we get started, do y'all really know the real meaning behind Black Friday? Like I, for real, just learned it not too long ago. So I'm gonna put y'all on something before we get started, if y'all don't already know. So Black Friday was basically the term for like the slaves and stuff. So back then, I guess they used to have an auction after Thanksgiving. First of all, they get all the black people to cook for the white people on Thanksgiving or whatever. I'm saying, and let me be clear, this is just history. There's not no racist, nothing. So don't come for me or whatever. Because like I keep telling y'all, I like everybody, but it seems though the people we are all placed in these different positions, and we all have fucked up history. So no offense to anybody that's white, colored, any of this, native, any of this. So back to what I'm saying. So all the black people used to cook for the white people on their Thanksgiving, whatever. And then I think they also said that they used to make the black dudes fight each other. It was like they used to just entertain the slave masters, basically. We don't want to put no race on them, so I'm just gonna say the slave masters. So they used to entertain the slave masters. So whoever lost, I guess that's the one who got auctioned off. And into somebody bought them the next day. And so they would call that Black Friday, because the slaves had half price or something for that day. and you will see all the slave masters line up around the house or wherever they have these auctions at. You see them lining up and just to they put their bid on these slaves and take them because they have price. What? Now, to fast forward into 2023, do you not see the similarities? You still see the long line, see the half prices. The only thing is people are not buying slaves now. We became the slaves, so to speak, to these Black Fridays because our mind is programmed to think, hey, oh, they got the best deals, all this other crap, whatever. But little do you know, the stuff that y'all don't buy, they put it right back out like a couple months later because the prices on them was going down anyway. So it's like, if you ain't in retail, man, you probably don't know what I'm talking about. But those who work in retail, they kind of probably know what I'm talking about. I was in there for like a few years, and like I said, I got out of it. It wasn't my cup of tea. So, but from what I seen, they marked the prices down on Black Friday, put it out half price, whatever they don't buy, they take it back in the bag, and they put it back out later. And it's like they mark it back up, and then they put it back out or something. But you think you're getting a deal, but you're not. So, bruh, I don't know all the logistics of how they do it, but I just seen some of the stuff of how they will portray that you're getting a deal on some of this stuff, and you're not. But anyway, like I said, we go ahead and dive into this, and I'm gonna continue on my thought process on this Black Friday stuff as we go ahead. As we go on. So give me 1 minute, we're gonna get started. Gotta find this damn cursor, man.
Witnesses say shoppers and store workers didn't stop to help.
Where is the Good Samaritan side of people?
Welcome to Watch Mojo. And today we'll be breaking down the most insane Black Friday catastrophes.
He was like running around with his belt, like swinging it at people, and then like out of nowhere some guy came behind and like jumped on his back and just started choking him.
For this list, we're looking at shocking events that have turned a shopping holiday into utter madness. From riots and stampedes to parking spot disputes gone wrong, nothing good ever seems to come from Black Friday. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Urban Outfitters riot, Thousand Oaks.
That is so dumb. That is gonna go viral, Jerry.
Before Urban Outfitters was even open for Black Friday in 2011, the Thousand Oaks Mall in California was packed with shoppers. The mass of people remained surprisingly calm, at least until the first employee walked by the gate.
Oh gosh.
The initial shouting had a note of celebration, but the mob's screams became deafening as they rushed through the entrance.
Watch this. Look.
With the crowd pouring in like a zombie horde at Brains R Us.
What'd I just tell you? Shopping zombies. I just said that. Now imagine you working in these stores and you get a gang of people rushing at you like that at 4 or 5 in the morning. Know what I'm saying? And they just in there snatching everything, and these stores expect you to help these people. Like, you know what I'm saying? In the midst of all this crazy looking shit, man. Like, that's why I like nope.
You're out of your mind.
You can see anti-theft sensors bend and break under the weight of the swarm. With all the damage done, it's a miracle no one was injured at the Thousand Oaks Mall.
Them be people sometimes.
Towel turbulence. Various.
You can disturb me all you want. I love towels.
Also in 2011, a horde of shoppers at an Atlanta, Texas Walmart lost their minds digging through towels. Glorious towels of all things.
Oh, y'all, some towels for real. Over some towels, y'all. Over some towels.
The eager beavers tore through the crates like it was the end of days, and absorbent fabric was the only way to stave off a presumably soggy apocalypse. Some shoppers even ended up in the bins themselves, while one woman dramatically tore free of the cloth-mad crowd with her sweet, sweet prizes held aloft. While we all love a good sale, you'd think these towels were gold-plated, diamond-encrusted Ferraris in disguise. Towels continue to be a top seller on Black Friday, with similar outbursts a regular occurrence.
Towels, though. You can go to the Goodwill and get towels. Towels. They are in there going crazy over towels. You see one of that's why I said before the show, we have become the slaves now. Like everybody, every race is our slaves to stuff like this now. Thinking you getting a deal on towels. Like you willing to kill somebody at 4 or 5 in the morning over some towels. Like, man.
Tesco turmoil, England, UK. 2014 was such a hectic Black Friday for the city of Manchester that police were called out to 7 Tesco locations around the city. 3 people were arrested for violence, and hundreds of others refused to leave a store even though all stock was gone. Useful fact: you can't buy things from an empty store. Another Tesco closed within an hour of opening due to fights and injuries from a falling television set.
Look at this. Look at this. Everyone in the box.
There were chaotic scenes at Tesco's in the rest of the UK too, with one customer in Cardiff reporting that people were even biting each other in scuffles that could give even American Black Friday blowouts a run for their money. Waffle riot, Little Rock, Arkansas. We love waffles, but there's gotta be a line somewhere. In 2011, $2 waffle irons transformed Walmart shoppers in Arkansas into a seething sea of waffle-loving monsters. The Little Rock store saw people ripping into the bins like it was feeding time at the zoo, with some emerging from the shrieking, heaving mass, holding as many as 6 irons at a time. It's like the mosh pit at a metal concert, but no one's having a good time and everyone hates each other. Oh, and everyone is there to see waffles?
I love waffles. Let's go.
What's going on here? Can't you see we're having a meeting?
Do you have a legendary hero?
No, but what about it?
Real shit.
I have a 777 drop.
There.
Gift certificate drop, Torrance, California.
A gift certificate! Right!
Real shit. Y'all should be hanging out.
As part of their 2006 holiday sales promotion, the Del Amo Fashion Center in Torrance, California dropped 500 gift certificates from the ceiling in balloons. 2,000 people showed up, however, which turned the friendly event into a vicious free-for-all. The resulting stampede left 9 people injured and 1 elderly woman hospitalized. The mall's staff was completely unprepared for this reaction and called in the fire department. One teen was seen vaulting over picket fences and holiday displays to escape the out-of-control crowd. Not really worth it for a $25 sushi voucher.
This is the exact reason why I say if you want it, man, look, if you people are doing Black Friday, please do not take your kids. Do not take your kids with you on Black Friday. I don't understand why people would take their newborns, toddlers, even teenagers. If you got 12-year-old kids or up under, if they 15, if they ain't grown, don't take them. Like it's why are they there? They do not need to be there. Cause out of all them people that be coming in there rushing, doing all this stuff, your kid can get somebody can snatch your kid, run off with your kid. They can get hurt somewhere. You don't know where they at. They can get stepped on. Like you see how that herd of people walk in there. It's almost like watching wildebeest run from a lion or something. Or your kid can really get hurt. Like real shit. Like ain't no point of your kid being there. That's why I'm like, you're willing to put your kids in danger to buy some electronic towels and everything else that they got going on in these stores. That should really tell you as a parent, as a person, where's your mind at? All you care about is what you want to care about then, right? You just didn't want to go get this the latest TV or the latest blender or the latest juicer, and you got your 4-year-old or newborn. Because you know what I'm saying, if you ain't got a newborn, I'm pretty sure you got to carry your kid, or you know what I'm saying, they holding your hand while you walking. And the newborn, at least they got a chance. They can just sit there and be in the little buggy or in the little seat, and they got to worry about nothing. But somebody can still run off with your child. You know what I'm saying? They can still push your cart over, because some people be having their newborns in the cart, push them over. I'm telling you, I done seen all this crap. In person. So that's why I said your kids should not be there at all.
Free sushi? Oh, yes.
El Paso Showdown, El Paso, Texas. How badly do you really need that 50-inch TV? enough to trample an old lady, to take a swing at a cop?
Oh, stop it.
It's just TV.
Shoppers at this El Paso Walmart in 2015 thought so, overwhelming police.
Old lady.
People battled it out around the television pallets, shoving and punching, and one 23-year-old man even trampled an elderly woman before an officer pulled him off. The crazed shopper fought back before the cops were able to overpower him. Similar melees were filmed on the floor, with the elderly going at it just as hard as the youngins.
Why?
Sneaker madness, Vancouver, British Columbia. When an Adidas store in Vancouver, British Columbia was offering a rare NMD Bape shoe on Black Friday 2016, things got a little crazy. The masses got so rowdy ahead of the store opening that chants and fights started to break out. With the streets already crowded from nearby bars and clubs, police were called to the location. Eventually, a man took his shirt off and started whipping people around him with his belt.
Police arrived on scene shortly after this shirtless man started using his belt like a whip and arrested the man.
After another civilian choked him, the man was eventually arrested. The incident was so out of hand that Adidas called off the sale and raffled off the shoes instead.
Quite a few people in the middle of the road just fighting. I don't know why.
Marine injured at Best Buy, Augusta, Georgia. Corporal Philip Duggan, a U.S. Marine Corps reservist, was volunteering at a Toys for Tots stand outside a Georgia Best Buy when things went from festive to violent. Unbeknownst to him, Tracy Attaway had been found inside the store attempting to steal a Dell laptop. After giving up on the computer, Attaway bolted, defending his exit by brandishing a knife and knocking over at least one employee. When the man ran out of the store, Corporal Duggan clotheslined him, but in the resulting skirmish, Attaway sliced the man's back.
Corporal Duggan's first thought?
I really can't believe he messed up my uniform.
Although the wound was not life-threatening, Duggan was hospitalized, receiving 3 stitches.
Boy, you about to go down. You didn't sit here and assaulted a Marine. You about to go down.
While Attaway was charged with aggravated assault, possession of a weapon, and armed robbery. Owing to his 30 priors, Attaway eventually earned a life sentence. Walmart brawl sends cop to hospital.
This nigga got life. This nigga got life. On top of that's why I say, how dumb are you? How dumb are y'all, bro? Like, how dumb was that? Now you went in here and in Walmart, whatever. I think that's where they was. Everything happens at Walmart. You went in Walmart, did all this crazy shit, get clothesline, and you stabbed a Marine. Now you're not getting out. Forever. What Bernie say? Forever is a long time, even if you take the 4 off that motherfucker.
Rialto, California.
Police say that around 6:45, a fight broke out between 3 people in line outside.
When a Walmart in California decided to open an hour earlier than planned on Thanksgiving night, mayhem followed. With as many as 5,000 people on the scene, customers got competitive, and no fewer than 3 fistfights broke out. While 2 occurred inside the store over products, another kicked off outside, allegedly because someone cut the line. When one man got out of his car to throw down, police attempted to stop the brawl, which didn't go so well for at least one cop. Raymond Rice, who was on parole, put up more of a fight than expected, resulting in a broken wrist for the would-be arresting officer.
There was some tensions that flared up, reference people cutting in lines. A fight broke outside the store between 3 individuals.
Cutting in line, I meant to touch up on that. Don't you know how brutal it is to cut somebody in line at Black Friday? Now, let's be clear. You can get your ass whipped going to Kings Island or Cedar Point and cutting somebody in line, or any amusement park, Six Flags, or whatever amusement park y'all have in y'all state or whatever. Kentucky Kingdom. I don't know all the amusement parks, but here is Kings Island, Cedar Point, stuff like that. If a person been waiting in line for an hour, 2 hours, and you happen to pop in front of them, you can get your ass beat for that. Like, no, it's not legal. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? A person can beat your ass legally, but as the person that's waiting in line as a consumer, and we've been sitting here waiting like everybody else, we think it's legal, and they will whoop your ass. I've seen it done. Like I said, people are sick, man. They man, look, they sick, man.
Jules.
Police did manage to arrest Rice while the officer required medical care.
Ohio State residents, if
sick,
you have a utility meter like this on the side of your house, you can get paid to go solar for no money.
Police tackle allegedly shoplifting grandpa, Buckeye, Arizona.
Are we gonna get in trouble for this?
No, if someone says anything, just tell them that your grandpa's old and doesn't know what he's doing.
Gerald Newman and his grandson, Nicholas Nava, were video game shopping at an Arizona Walmart when they were pulled into a bout of Black Friday madness. According to Nicholas, customers were fighting over the games when Newman tucked one into his waistband for safekeeping, only to be questioned by police for the maneuver.
One of the people saw my grandpa put the game in his shirt and then told the officer, and then that's when the officer flipped him and then handcuffed him.
Reports conflict about what happened next. Police said the man resisted arrest. An on-scene CNN reporter said he was fully cooperating, but all agree that Newman was then taken to the ground by a police-issued leg sweep.
Are you sure that was necessary for shoplifting?
Out cold for 10 minutes, Newman required 4 stitches to the face before being jailed for shoplifting and resisting arrest.
And honestly, there's a lot of Black Friday people that do that. They'll hide stuff on them just so won't nobody take it out their hand and snatch it and run or whatever. Then I ain't saying they trying to steal it, but sometimes people will put stuff in their pocket or they'll put it away in their car or somewhere where they'll hide it. And then when they get to somewhere where they can check out, they'll take it out. But I don't know if he was trying to steal it or not. They said it looked like he was trying to steal it or whatever. But I don't know. But a lot of people do that.
While shoppers accused the police of using unnecessary force. LA Walmart pepper spray incident, Porter Ranch, California. If you're gonna bargain hunt, come prepared. One 32-year-old woman did just that when she hit up the Porter Ranch Walmart in Los Angeles in 2011.
There was a lot of people who got it in their eyes, so they were burning, they were screaming, crying. Yeah, it was bad.
Armed with pepper spray, the shopper let loose on her fellow customers when a crate of video games was being unwrapped. As many as 20 people were sprayed, and other minor injuries occurred due to the ensuing panic and confusion. Stranger still, amid a crowd fighting for half-off games, Wiis, and Xboxes, the woman managed to pay for her purchases and slip out of the store unnoticed, eventually turning herself in a day later. While the police didn't necessarily accept her self-defense claim, they also didn't have enough evidence to charge her, and so she was free to walk and spray again. Late night mugging, San Leandro, California. The shopping high for cousins Christopher, Rafael, and Javier Murillo didn't last long. After the cousins left a California Walmart, robbers in a Buick rolled up and demanded they give up their haul. When one of the alleged muggers, Tony Phillips, tried to steal Rafael's gold necklace, a fight broke out. Phillips' accomplice, Detwan Watson, then fired a gun at Christopher, shooting him in the neck, just missing his carotid artery and leaving him in critical condition. Watson then fled in the Buick, leaving Phillips behind and subdued by the cousins. Phillips was arrested on site, but Watson became the subject of a manhunt and was arrested 2 weeks later. Fortunately, Christopher survived the ordeal, while Phillips and Watson faced charges of armed robbery and attempted homicide.
Man,
Woman trampled.
I think Walmart got a curse, man. Like, I really do. Everything always happens at Walmart. It's always Walmart, bro. Like, you don't hear none of this shit going on at Target. You might hear some of this shit going on at Kroger's, but you don't hear none of this stuff going on at what's another store? You got Target, Kroger's, Walmart, Myers. You don't hear none of this crap going on at Myers. You don't hear none of this shit going on at Myers, man. It always be Walmart. No matter what Walmart it is, it's always something going on at Walmart. I feel like Walmart has a curse, has a customer curse. Here, like not too long ago, we just had one of our Walmarts get shot up. And dude did himself. He took, 4 people out and then did himself in Beaver Creek. For what? Walked right into a Walmart and just got the firing off and then did itself. Like, everything happens at Walmart, bro. Like, I don't know, man. We need to find a way to break the chain with this curse thing at Walmart.
In Stampede, Grand Rapids, Michigan. In 2005, an especially rowdy crowd in Grand Rapids, Michigan, charged into Walmart when it opened at 5 a.m. and knocked a pregnant woman down. As seems to be a running theme on this list, customers continued to push through as she lay on the ground.
The mad dash into a Walmart store knocked shoppers to the ground near Grand Rapids, Michigan at 5 in the morning.
Aside from the 13-year-old girl who was trampled and hospitalized for her troubles, it seems that no one else came to the woman's aid. Nor did they help the poor lady who was also trampled and lost her wig in the melee.
See, I just said, don't bring your kids. What did I said that earlier. Don't bring your kids to this because of this reason.
About this.
I just said that. Don't bring your kids to
How high is the
Black
interest rate for the
Friday.
new Laurel Road High Yield Savings
Now
Account?
this little girl done got
This high.
pumped, trampled over, broken bones and all that.
And all
You
about
wanna take her
this.
to Black Friday.
Sleep-deprived father crashes car. Palo Alto, California. Black Friday 2012 was nothing short of tragic for the Tendell family. Driving home from shopping and operating on 3 hours of sleep, Arvind Tendell nodded off just before 7 a.m., crashing his Lexus SUV and rolling it multiple times. Tendell survived with injuries, as did his wife and 2 of his daughters. However, daughters Nisha and Sheetal were thrown from the vehicle and killed. Neither had been wearing a seatbelt, and all 4 daughters had been crammed into seating for 3, as the SUV was packed with their purchases. Meanwhile, a police officer was roadside helping some folks change a tire when the Lexus struck his car, injuring the officer and causing the cruiser to hit one of the motorists, bringing the total to 2 dead, 6 injured, and earning Tendell 2 charges of vehicular manslaughter. Parking spot dispute, Tallahassee, Florida. Tensions were so high outside a Tallahassee Walmart in 2012 that customers were fighting over parking spaces rather than discounts. After 2 couples got in a heated argument outside the store, one man pulled out a gun and shot a man and woman, who were rushed to the hospital. Another customer reported dozens of shoppers running inside during the shooting, in an attempt to avoid gunfire. Things must have escalated fast, considering the assault happened at midday rather than the usual midnight rush. Luckily, the victims were not critically injured and were treated for non-life-threatening injuries at the time. Toys R Us spat, Palm Desert, California.
And the investigation here is continuing, and there's a great many answers to questions that can't be answered at this particular time.
You never expect a trip to Toys R Us to end in a shootout. Things in Palm Desert, California began around 11:30 a.m. when 2 female customers got into a verbal spat that soon became a physical conflict. When one of the women was hurt, the men they were with drew handguns, with one man firing into the air and then at the other man. The 2 chased each other through the store, with a reported 5 or 6 shots fired in the process. When the pair reached the checkout,
Bro, you having a shootout in Toys R Us, bro? Like, what the fuck, man? Like, is it really that worth it? You in Toys R Us shooting at another motherfucker? Like, come on, bro. Like, really? Why? It should never be that bad. It should never get that bad. And if y'all are arguing or whatever, man, look, we can go outside real quick, whatever. But why would you put everybody else's life in danger like that because you got a dispute with this other individual? Man, that shit whack, bro. Like,
the showdown ended with both men killing the other. Although the store was packed, no one really knows what set the 2 couples off, but it was reportedly not the result of competitive shopping. A fatal mistake. San Antonio, Texas. After dropping his wife off at a San Antonio Walmart, Isidro Zarate went to break up a fight in the parking lot. As he watched a man hold a woman's hair and beat her, Zarate drove up and said, quote, "Take your hands off her." The 21-year-old assailant immediately pulled out a gun and fatally shot Isidro. Zarate's passenger was injured with shrapnel, and an additional pedestrian was hit by a stray bullet. The shooter was caught 10 miles away and later sentenced to life in prison. The merciless shopper killing is even more tragic, considering Isidro left behind 4 children, and all for simply trying to help.
Oh, damn it. I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry. Let me go back where I was.
An especially rowdy crowd in Grand Rapids.
I messed up. My bad, y'all.
Subdued by the cousins. Phillips was arrested on site, but Watson became the subject of a manhunt and was arrested 2 weeks waiting for 3 as the SUV escalated fast, considering in 2012 that customers were fighting over parking spaces rather than discounts. After 2 couples got in a heated argument outside the store, one man pulled out a gun and shot a man and woman. Usual midnight rush. Luckily, the victims were not critically injured and were treated for non-life-threatening injuries at the time. Toys R Us spat. Palm Desert, California.
And the investigation here is continuing, and there's a
with one man firing into the air, and then Walmart, Isidro Zarate went to break up.
All right. There's one thing I want to say about this, because this kept coming up. A lot of women used to ask, like, when you see a woman in distress, why don't a real man step up and blah, blah, and all that stuff. Not saying what he did was wrong, but what happened to him is why a lot of people do not want to step up and help, because they don't know what's going on with what. Now, he dove in there, yeah. He dove in there because he wanted to help the girl. But I'm pretty sure he was not planning on getting shot. And he helped this young lady and left behind all his kids. This is some of the reasons why a lot of people be like, look, you know what I'm saying? You don't know the history behind somebody's relationship. You don't know if that woman gonna go back to him. You know what I'm saying? You don't know none of that. You just see him beating her ass. You don't know if she didn't burnt him, stole from him, could have fucked his brother, father, any of that. You don't know. But some people just, when they see a woman in distress, they hop to it, and I get it. And salute to him. Because at the end of the day, he didn't deserve that at all. He didn't deserve that. But what I'm saying is, this is why a lot of people mind their business. Now, he could have easily went and called somebody, hey, man, look, somebody out here getting beat on, she need help. But by that time, ain't no telling what could have happened to the girl if dude had a gun on. He could have turned around and shot her, but he shouldn't have went out like that, man. That's what I'm saying. That's why a lot of people don't really want to entertain other people's business. They keep their nose on their face because they got to get back home to their kids or they got to get back home to their loved ones, because it ain't because they don't want to help. To be honest, people are afraid of dying over dumb shit. I'm gonna keep it real. Keep it a buck out. People are afraid to die over dumb shit. If I got a whole family to take care of to get back to the house, man, look, I can help you best I can, man, but that's how some people look at it. You can't hate them. But it's messed up what happened to him, though.
A fight in the parking lot. As he watched a man hold a woman's hair and beat her, Zarate drove up and said, quote, "Take your hands off her." The 21-year-old assailant immediately pulled out a gun and fatally shot Isidro. Zarate's passenger was injured with shrapnel, and an additional pedestrian was hit by a stray bullet. The shooter was caught 10 miles away and later sentenced to life in prison. The merciless shopper killing is even more tragic, considering Isidro left behind 4 children, and all for simply trying to help. Deadly Walmart stampede. Valley Steam, New York. Shortly before a Long Island, New York Walmart was set to open for Black Friday 08, customers, lined up in the hopes of scoring deeply discounted flat-screen TVs, began hitting, shoulder-checking, and pushing at the store's glass doors.
What time are you opening up? Come on, it's freezing out.
Employees tried to contain the situation, but the crowd burst in, taking down seasonal worker Jimmy Damour in the process. Hundreds trampled Damour, and even pushed through the police and paramedics tending to him. Within an hour, Damour had died, but shoppers were not deterred.
It was uncalled for.
Additionally, 4 other people, including a heavily pregnant woman, were also injured. with police calling the whole situation utter chaos. As a result of the tragedy, Walmart promised better crowd control in the future, but as we've seen from today's list, that hasn't always panned out.
What bothers me is Walmart trying to put the blame now on the customer.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Target shoppers let a man die. South Charleston, West Virginia.
It's a very unique.
My bad. This is the first time I ever heard something about going on at Target. But usually Target don't be on this shit. This is the first time I ever heard something about Target going through some scenarios like this. But normally it'd be Walmart and everything else.
Night in retail.
By all accounts, West Virginian Walter Vance was a well-loved, compassionate man. But that compassion was not returned in Vance's final moments. A 61-year-old pharmacist with a history of heart problems, Vance ventured out into the excitement of Black Friday 2011 shortly after Target's midnight opening to buy more Christmas decorations for his store.
Those who worked for Walter Vance say around Christmas time, he was the exact opposite of a Scrooge.
Sometime soon after, however, Vance collapsed while the herded masses of shoppers not only passed by, but stepped over him as he lay dying. An off-duty paramedic was an exception, as was a nurse who attempted to give him CPR, but for everyone else, Vance was little more than an obstacle standing in the way of cheap merchandise.
Well, that's the end of that, man. And stuff crazy, man. That's all I'm gonna say. Stuff crazy. Like I said, I never actually heard anything about Target having problems like that, but you never see nothing like that at Office Depot, Lowe's, none of that stuff. It might happen, but it's very rare. But for the most part, what I'm trying to say is it's always it's always Walmart. Walmart is the prominent problem whenever you have outrageous rages of people running through and doing stuff. It's always Walmart, bro. Walmart has some type of curse on it. I don't know what is wrong with Walmart, but it's something about Walmart that everybody just go berserk and just get to acting stupid. But like I said before, all this stuff is uncalled for. And for real, in my opinion, they need to switch Black Friday over to like just putting it online. Because you wouldn't have none of these problems. If you just put everything online, just Black Fridays from now online, just have it online. You ain't gotta worry about people rushing in, killing each other, you know what I'm saying, over stuff that really don't hold a value, you know what I'm saying, and it will take down a lot of this confusion and stuff, and stuff that's going on. But like I said, this will happen when you have Black Fridays and you go shopping, you might get the last thing or something that somebody else won't. They will kill you. Like that guy, like I was saying earlier, that stuffed that game in his pocket. If that was the last game of that system on that system and it was a hot commodity and it was a hot game, yeah, somebody was gonna probably try to stab him or jump him, beat him up, or whatever the case may be. And all he trying to do was buy a game for his grandson. I would have stole it too. Sorry. If I had a grandson and I took him, which like I said, I'm against that. I would never took him to Black Friday, but if he was there and I wanted to get him something and I see that ain't nothing, ain't no other games, and I see how everybody acting and they snatching stuff out of everybody's hands, I'm putting that shit in my pocket too. I ain't saying I would have, I'm saying left the store with it, but it went in my pocket. So if that's what you call stealing, then yeah, I'm stealing. But other than that, man, y'all have a wonderful Black Friday if y'all into that, and be safe. Ain't nothing wonderful about Black Friday, but I'm just saying be safe or whatever. And just use your brain, man. There ain't no point in you being out there on that dumb stuff. So just use your brain, be safe, and look out for yourself and others if you can. Other than that, I thank y'all for sitting out the time with me watching this. I love y'all. Like, share, and subscribe for me. And like I said, till next time, it's your host, Bobby Bravo. I'm out. Peace.